Hello, welcome to Release Your Wings. We are continuing our series on ways of experiencing God. And tonight is a particularly interesting one in that we are talking about God as the creative director, the action person, the actor, the producer. It's a whole different way of experiencing God. I'm Dan Bagley. This is Shireen Chadha.
Thank you, Dan.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one because it's such a different way of thinking of God. Well, Shakespeare said it, so it's kind of in this direction. You know, life's a stage and we're just actors on it. Is this sort of where you were going with
Yes,
that?
I mean, he had something going.
He was thinking, he was probably a BK.
He's probably a BK now.
He's probably a BK now, that's right.
I always, even as a child, I loved that, the whole actors and stage and all of those things, and especially now, right?
Yeah.
Because my overriding reality nowadays is to see everything that's happening around me as a play. Mm-hmm. And it's so much fun when you do that.
Absolutely.
So much fun. And what I've noticed is just last night in my meditation, I was telling God this. You know what? I have the best seat in the theater. And my dad, my own dad, is the creator and the director and the main producer of this.
And your own
play.
dad, as you're saying it, is not your biological father,
No,
but God.
God, because
Yeah.
he is my dad.
Yeah.
So, and my dad, and I have the best seat in the theater, and my dad is the director of the play.
So this is an interesting thing because with this theory, if life feels too intense, it probably means we're taking the play, the drama, far too seriously. Very
Yeah.
much like if we're upset in a movie, we have to pop out for a moment and go, this is just
a movie.
Just a
Yeah,
movie.
yes. I'm glad you mentioned the whole movie thing. For example, if you go to a comedy movie, you expect it to be
right.
comic, hopefully, good comedy. Or if you go to a romantic movie, you expect it to be
Exactly.
a romance. You go to an action movie, you expect it to be an action adventure. And so we have to realize a few things about the movie we are in, the real
Yes.
movie, the unlimited movie that we are in. And the unlimited movie is that it's a variety movie, that you get everything in it. You get action, romance, drama, adventure. The
Yeah.
hero in any movie is not always victorious.
Yeah.
The hero has low moments, high moments, all of those things. So if you're having a low moment, just remember you're the hero. And you need to get out of there. And I always look at it as this. I see the end of the movie. And I see myself as victorious because we are all going to be victorious at the end. And then I have courage and I have strength to come and play my part now.
Now, let me clarify this, because victorious in the end doesn't mean we become wealthy and all this. And using the Indian tradition, we don't all dance like in Bollywood.
Yeah.
What you're talking about
I'm
is...
glad we don't.
What you're talking about is victoriously, we return to God. We return.
Yes. And also, whatever we'll triumph in that, we'll triumph over our own weaknesses, we'll triumph over our own sorrows, our own obstacles, we'll triumph.
Yes.
And that, to see myself as that triumphant person, then I have the strength and the courage to play my part now.
Yeah. I notice some people appear to play the same type of victim role no matter what. Does that fit this metaphor?
Yes. I feel that they don't take their cues from the director, from God the director. That's why. They're taking cues from their own sorrow, they're taking cues from their past, taking cues from people around them. But the whole point of God being the director is that I need to take my cues from Him.
Right. And when I say they're playing the victim, that doesn't mean that they have less money than other people, because you can have lots of money and still be the victim. Doesn't mean they have no power. You can have lots of power and still be the victim of the plot
power,
you have in your head. It is that not appreciating the lila,
Exactly.
the dance,
Exactly.
the play of it.
Right. And there could be a few reasons, but this whole thing of experiencing God as the director, the main actor, the creator of the play, is that you will realize that yes, you can be a star, you can be the
Yeah.
hero, and you are. It's not that you can be, you are the hero, you are the star. And also you're the star of your own play. Instead of playing supporting roles in other people's lives, that you can really be a star in your own play.
My wife and I met many years after graduation from the same university. We went to the same university, graduated the same night, and reflecting back, we realized we were walk-on characters without speaking roles in each other's lives years earlier. Only later, when we met and really truly met, did we recognize each other and move up. So a lot of times we can be the star in our own play, our own drama, but we're everybody else's supporting character also.
Yes, yes, but not only the supporting character. That's what happens is there's no benefit in us playing small.
Yes.
So it doesn't benefit us to just play the only supporting characters in other people's roles. And this is what happens when I experience God as the director and the creator, is then I'm proud that I am the star, I am the hero, I'm the hero actor of this play. And also what happens is we get a salary.
Talk to me about the salary, because I didn't get my check this week. If it's in the mail,
Yes, then we have to ask the question, what is the salary?
Yeah, what is the salary?
But who gets the highest salary, though?
Now we're saying, okay, do we get a star on the door too with the higher salary?
Yes, yes. It can't be that the whole world get the same salary, because you know that the hero and the heroine in a play get the max amount of money in the movies.
Why do I think we're not talking about money?
Yes, we are not. We are not. I think the salary is a little more unlimited than money. Salary here, I mean peace, happiness, joyfulness, prosperity, yes. I do not want to downgrade the importance of prosperity. It's not just money. Prosperity in every way, including money, but prosperity.
But I think that's a nice distinction, because in the concept of prosperity, of abundance, one can be abundant in a sense in just truly tasting every morsel of food that comes into our mouth.
Exactly. And so, yes, it is important. Wealth is important, but in terms of prosperity, in terms of prosperity and everything. And so all of that will, of course, be, because God is the creator and the director. You know, when you look at a regular play, the creator is more concerned about the hero actors. Everyone else do other things, but as the director, if you're a good actor, you take your cues from the director. And that's what happens, is if I am a good actor and I have this relationship with God as the creator and the director of the play, then I take my cues from him, and then I begin to help him in his task.
So that is not different at all from, say, Western religion, especially the Judeo-Christian tradition of saying, you know, behold the lilies of the valley. They're not worrying about where they get their next meals. And, you know, this is who they are in their abundance. You know, Solomon in all his glory aren't this beautiful. And so if we are the star of our own play, this isn't a puff-up ego thing. This is a recognize that the innate specialness, I'm hearing you say, that God gave us in this incarnation.
Right, right.
Now, there was something you were sharing with me before about God looking at us and saying, we share the same DNA.
Yes, yes. You know, when people always ask me, so if he's the creator, did he create me? And it's not that, yes, he is our parent. Like I was sharing, my dad is the director.
Right.
He's my parent, but we have the same spiritual DNA.
The spiritual DNA is a nice thought.
And so his qualities are my qualities because I have the same DNA.
Yeah. Now, does this say that he has the same negative qualities I have, or is that
no,
just
I think that,
absence?
you know, people in the Bible somewhere, it's written he created us in his image.
Right.
But I think the mistake we make is we create him in our image.
Aha.
We have his DNA. He doesn't have my DNA. It doesn't go the other way around.
Very nice distinction. So it's almost like when we're acting as if we're in the darkness, darkness is the absence of the light of God, using it as a metaphor. It's not that that was thrown in, the selfishness or whatever. That's That's our way of not trusting
Right.
the play,
Right. Right.
the dance. That's good. So within this, we have this play going on. Do you ever find yourself taking it too seriously?
Not lately.
And by that we mean this afternoon,
Not lately. Though, I mean, there have been moments in my life where I did take it seriously. But lately I have been making a concerted effort to see my reality as an actor in the play. Mm-hmm. And it's really giving me so much pleasure. There's so much pleasure from that. And one of the things I've noticed is, okay, I might have this role here, I might have to do this and this, but my part is greater than this role.
Yeah.
And so what I mean by role and part is that, like as a dad, you play the role as a dad, you play the role as a husband, and you do all of those things, but your part is this overall journey in this life.
Who I am in the world in toto.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's what I notice, is this role could be here, but my part is this helper of God, and I am a star.
Yeah, and it is just the play. It is for us to learn, for us to appreciate, for us to develop our relationship with our God. We were talking just before this, and I was telling you from 20 years ago, I was in a prolonged litigation, and I was terribly angry and afraid and all. And in meditation, something occurred to me, which was really, it helped me, which relates to this. And that is, I suddenly saw everyone involved on both sides of the issue, all of us on stage in this incredible curtain call with billions of people in the audience, and they're applauding, and we're taking those bows. And I'm going, wasn't I a great victim in this story? And they're applauding. And wasn't this lawyer, wasn't he a wonderful heavy? Wasn't he a great bad guy? And we're all applauding. And I'm saying, it's just us. It's just us playing roles. Enjoy the game. It resolved quickly after that. I'm not sure because of the fantasy or whether it was just coming to it. But it is to see this as not personal, just part of the dance.
Yes, yes. And also, you're able to see it as part of the dance if you go beyond the play.
Exactly.
And also take these moments of silence where we don't have a part. There is a space, what we call the soul world, where none of the souls are playing a part. And so not only do I see myself beyond my part, but it's really a great act of charity to see the others beyond their part.
Yes. So within that, can you tap into that soul world in the present tense and feel
Yes.
it?
In our meditations, we can go anywhere, anytime.
So that is that silence where you go into what some would call the void, but that silence where everything is just perfect.
Exactly. And you're just beyond anything. You know, you're just beyond the whole play. It's such a beautiful experience of just seeing the play and going beyond the play.
You know, a very small example might be a way to practice is if we're stuck in traffic and feeling impatient, in that moment to realize, first of all, traffic is not personal. It's just happening. And to get quiet in that moment and feel some peace. Now that takes some meditation practice ahead of time, I suspect. But that might be a way of just glimpsing that this traffic isn't about me. It just happens to be that I'm doing, and I can calm myself. I can appreciate this moment, etc. Whatever the challenge would be. So we're coming into the last minute or so. Is there a final thought you'd like to share with us in terms of?
Yes, I want to go back to this whole thing about God being the creator and the director and the principal actor. And my experience lately has been that as the director and as an actor, if I take my cues from the director, then I will have the best seat in town.
Very nice, because the seat is actually also in the play.
Exactly, on the stage. And so if I want to really enjoy the play, I want to have the best seat in the theater, then I need to make very close and personal connection with the director.
And that is being closer to our God as we know our God to be. I like that. I like that a lot. And I hope you've enjoyed this. And perhaps in this discussion, you can experience God with a more color, more texture, more fragrance in thinking of it in this way, then perhaps had you not taken the time to join us. Regardless, we're happy you did join us. Thank you, Shireen.
Thank you, Dan.
And thank you for joining us.